Hello. Uncancelled again. How old is your pocket watch? This? 1894. Grover Cleveland was the president back when that was telling time the first time around. Grover Cleveland, the only president in the entire history of this nation ever to hold 2 non-consecutive terms in office. The only one. Ever. Ain't that something? Who is a really badass woman who deserves a lot of recognition? Betty Mahmoody. Why are you always talking so much shit? Shall we say, speaking ill of, about, the punks and skins? Do you think we're all a bunch of stupid retards? Well, you're half right. No. In point of fact, I do not believe that the punks and skins are a bunch of, como se dice, stupid retards. You see, what you've done is you presented us here with an oxymoron, the juxtaposition of stupid and retard. Over the years, over the decades in fact, every single individual, and there have been quite a few, who I have ever met, encountered, interacted with, who would fit within the classification of mental retardation, every single one of these individuals, when it came to their thought process, their basic cognition, they all had one point in common. Whereas it could be said that they functioned at a less advanced level, per se, with less maturity, you could not accurately dismiss that thought process, that cognition, as merely slow, when in fact the whole time what it was amounted to being merely unaccelerated. Unaccelerated. That was the distinction. Now I know that that sounds like just another juxtaposition of words. It's just so much word play. Unaccelerated thought process, meaning to say unhurried, unrushed, measured, thoughtful, deliberative. A thought process of deliberation. You have a conversation, see? You ask a question, you make an observation. They'll stand there and they'll stare you eye to eye and they'll listen to every word that you have to say. And when you're finally through, instead of blurting out some asinine response, like so many people out there, so desperate, hell-bent to get their opinions across, instead, they took the time to think about, to consider everything which you just said to them, to think about it, to reflect upon it, to deliberate, and then, at their own pace, then they would respond. Simply, succinctly, straightforward, and with raw sincerity. Unaccelerated, deliberative. But you see, there is no facet, no single aspect of that entire cognition which could be considered stupid. Not one of these people would warrant such a label. So to get back to your brilliant question here, no, I do not think that the punks and skins are all a bunch of stupid retards. No, indeed. You see, not possessing the reserved, conscientious, deliberative thought process of those classified under mental retardation, the punks and skins clearly are underqualified. But you are pretty damn stupid, that's for sure. Yeah, pretty damn stupid. If that does anything for you, to have that confirmed. Do you only eat one meal per day because you're dealing with food insecurity? Food insecurity? Like anorexia? No. No, I don't have that kind of anxiety when it comes to food, that sort of sense of insecurity. I don't have bulimia either. I'm too pathologically opposed to wasting food to have something like that. No. Food insecurity, no. That's, my insecurities and anxieties, they're based on more geopolitical strata. No, I only eat one meal per day because there's not a lot of food to go around, so we have to kind of, ration it. That's all.